Driving under the influence of an alcoholic
I understand I've been driving under motherfucking influence, but I understand that I wasn't also driving. I wasn't driving.
But you do understand that you have been arrested, sir.
I understand that I've been arrested.
At this time, we're conducting a criminal investigation which is being videotaped by Broward Sheriff's Office for court presentation only. You understand that, sir?
I guess who you got the motherfucking camera shining on, too.
First is a balance test. You'll stand with both your feet together, arms at your sides, sir.
I'm going to tell you just like this. I'm going to tell you just like this. I'm drunk. Yeah, I've been drinking, but I wasn't driving. The motherfucking officer, he saw a motherfucker jump in my lap, and I told her to get off, and she got off, and he stopped me.
Sir?
I'm guiding the car. Hey, I don't want to hear that shit. Hey, I don't even want to hear it. Hey,
sir,
whatever you have to do, you do the motherfucking shit. The motherfucker, hey,
Mr. Turner.
She must be getting him some pussy or something.
Mr. Turner.
I don't even want to hear that shit. Hey,
Mr. Turner. Are you going to do the physical performance test?
What physical performance test?
Well, I just asked you to.
I'll do the physical performance test, but like I said, I was drinking, but I wasn't motherfucking driving.
Sir,
the motherfucker say what he want to motherfucking say.
Are you going to do the physical performance test?
Hey, you see what I say? You see, hey, you come up here and see what, hey.
Mr. Turner.
Yeah.
Let's do the physical performance test, please.
What physical performance test?
Put both feet together.
All right.
Toes together, sir, both toes. Let's go. Both toes. Arms at your sides, head tilted back, and eyes closed. I'll tell you when. Close your eyes, please. Keep them closed.
Yeah.
Would you put your feet together, please?
Yeah.
Arms shoulder height. Extend your index fingers only. No, sir. Tilt your head back and close your eyes.
You close your eyes?
Sir, I'm not doing the test.
Well, you close your motherfucking eyes.
Sir.
Huh?
Tilt your head back and close your eyes.
If you can't close your eyes, why I got to close my motherfucking eyes?
Because you are the one that's taking the test.
Huh?
Tilt your head back and close your eyes.
Did you tilt your head back and close your eyes?
Tilt your head back and close your eyes.
Is you drunk?
Sir, are you refusing this test?
No. Yeah, I'm refusing the motherfucking test.
All right, he refuses the testing. Sir, don't yell. Come back here, sir.
I'm telling the motherfucker I wasn't driving. I know I wasn't driving.
Fine. That concludes the physical portion of the video. The time is 5:35. Maybe have the arresting deputy, please.
I told him I might be motherfucking drunk. I know I wasn't motherfucking driving. Go on and put the handcuffs on me, man. Fuck this shit. I don't want no goddamn shit. Hey, fuck the dumb shit. Put the handcuffs on me, man.
You've been arrested for driving while intoxicated, driving while under the influence of alcoholic beverages, model glue.
I refuse to answer any questions on the grounds that they may incriminate me.
For urine test or both.
I refuse to answer any questions under the grounds that they may incriminate me.
Suspension of your privilege to operate a motor vehicle.
I refuse to answer any questions under the grounds that they may incriminate me.
1 year. You understand what I read to you?
Hell no, but I refuse to answer any questions under the grounds that they may incriminate me.
You want me to explain this to you?
No, hell no. You explain them to my motherfucking lawyer.
You realize
you explain them to my lawyer.
Will be suspended, right? You realize that, right? If you refuse to take the breath
test. Hey, man, my license is already suspended. I'm already under suspension.
Are you going to take a breath test?
What?
You going to take a breath test?
What motherfucking breath test?
You going to take a breath test?
Hell no!
That's good enough.
Listen, sir, Mr. Turner, I must read you your Miranda warning. I need a verbal yes or no to each question.
I want you to put the motherfucking handcuffs on me and take me to motherfucking jail.
You have the right.
Fuck the goddamn shit! I'm tired of this motherfucking shit! Y'all fucking with me. I don't want to hear this shit.
Don't touch me again. Don't touch me again. That concludes the video.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 139, starting off at verse 23. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Psalms chapter 139 starting off at verse 23. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. And that's something that we should be practicing and performing and requesting from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah on a daily basis, man. Okay, because this video right here is going to be a testimony about drinking. Okay, my experiences through, drinking and everything else, and how it's made me examine myself. And furthermore, this lesson, first and foremost was through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It was sparked by the Ra'ash Monagon of the head of the DC camp, and also the beloved brother Zaquan Yashawamba from his video that he made yesterday. It's because basically, man, we should always be asking the Lord to purify us and to search our heart, which is our mind, to clear our thoughts and to show forth where we need to examine ourselves and correct ourselves and basically walk right and pleasing in his eyes. Okay, because when it comes to this drinking, the drinking aspect, okay, me, myself personally, when I was in the world, I drank every day, literally every day. I wasn't doing things that was productive. I wasn't doing things that was having me to live a correct life, according to the ways of Babylon. I was just a complete nigga. I was a complete nigga in the world. I had, 2 kids that I was, doing everything that I could do for them, whether it was according to the customs of the world or and Salaki, the customs is wicked. Whether you're doing 9 to 5 and trying to live right, or if you in the streets. But let me grab another precept, because I don't want to keep on talking too much and not be grabbing precepts. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves. Okay, and that's the main thing I want to take out of this precept. Examine yourself, and that's something that we need to do, and that's something that I do. Me, myself personally, every day. Throughout the day, I'm thinking and reflecting on the day before or week, whatever the case may be, to see where I erred at and what I can improve in. But on the concept of drinking, again, when I was in the world, I was drinking every day. I was smoking. Okay, cigarettes, weed, all that, man, and doing it every single day, man. And I, once I came into the truth, obviously, but before I came into the truth, I had stopped smoking cigarettes, and I was still, drinking and smoking weed before I had came into truth, but I had stopped smoking cigarettes first. And basically, it came to a point when I first came into truth, I, stopped smoking weed, point blank period. Once I, really, got my Bibles and all that stuff, I completely just stopped, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he helped me do that, because I was examining myself and I really took heed to what was being spoken in the scriptures, man. Again, 2 Corinthians 13, verse 5, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves, okay? Because the Lord knows who's gonna fold and who's gonna stand strong. And I don't want right to Zah. I hope I stand strong and endure to the end. Okay, so when I came in after a while, I did stop drinking for a while, to clear my thoughts and to to cleanse and purify and restore and build my body healthier. I started going to a lot of different things with smoothies with natural antibiotics like onions, jalapeno peppers, garlic, stuff like that. I was making smoothies, stuff like that every day, and drinking those every day, and working out and studying, and really taking heed to the word and really examining myself, because I saw the point where I really had to take heed to my lifestyle and really make a change. And that also goes into, let's grab this precept. That goes into this, Romans 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. My mind had to be renewed. And the only way that I could take heed to that is by examining myself and really meditate and think and just sit back and say, is the Lord really accepting my behaviors, accepting my lifestyle, accepting how I conduct myself, how I go about things. And, at the end of the day, it was a hell no, you know? And, the drinking, man, drinking really changes your mental if you're not, especially, Salaki, because it's also another thing, too, that we must understand, man. Before we came into this truth, we were sick, not only mentally, physically and spiritually. We're mentally, physically, and spiritually sick, man. So when you come into this truth and you really, take heed and really are sincere and really, submitting to our heritage, you start to notice the things that you need to improve on, that you need to examine and work on, and maybe disregard or go about things a different way, whatever the case may be in your situation. Okay, but let me grab this. This is the book of First Esdras, because this is something that I really had to take heed to, man. Because again, when I was in the world, man, I was a nigga, man. I drunk every day. Okay, and my drink was Heineken's. I drank Heineken's every single day, man. I smoked. I smoked I smoked before I brushed my teeth when I got up, and I smoked before I went to bed, man. I could not go to sleep if I did not smoke. And it also came to a point where I was dependent on smoking. I was a heavy smoker more than I was a drinker. But it's all gonna fold into something else once we get to a little bit further in this testimony. First Esdras chapter 3. Salakia. And I'm going to start off at verse 22. And when they are, First Esdras chapter 3, verse 22. And when they are in their cups, they forget their love both to friends and brethren. Because if you're not able to control your drinks, and if you also get a certain type of courage when you're on that water, you feel like you're more vocal, you're more relaxed, you're more truthful, that's a problem. That's not something that you should be, furthermore, you shouldn't even be indulging in drinking. You should literally just, stop drinking, regardless if you're home by yourself and you're drinking. No, you should just stop drinking, period. Because that's something that's a demon on you. That's a spirit on you that's making you do that, man. Okay, because again, man, it's and also too, man, Salakia, when I first, did this detox, this cleanse, man, I was fasting a lot, and I was praying and I was studying, man. I was really begging to the Lord to, heal me of my sickness, man. Okay, because this is not a something that's small. This is a real issue. And when they, First Esdras 3, verse 22, and when they are in their cups, they forget their love both to friends and brethren, and a little after draw out swords. And it could be verbal or actual physical, man. Okay, but in this truth, it shouldn't get to that point at all. And if you feel a certain way about anybody, any brother, you need to reflect on whether you have a demon on you, or if you really have a true issue that's valid, that has an actual point to it, that really is something that needs to be spoken of, or if it's just, the devil messing with your mind. Okay? Because, again, if you have an issue with any brother or anybody, you should not be drinking and then letting all that spew out, man. Because we hear the examples of, these other Jakes drinking and, having these outbursts and, wilding out and just doing all types of bullshit, man. You don't want to be in that category. Verse 23. But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done. Okay, because and now Thawadi Habashim Hawashai, I haven't been in that position, to get so daggone drunk and intoxicated that I didn't remember what occurred, that night before or whenever the situation happened. Thawadi Habashim Hawashai, I haven't gone through that, and also too, in my endeavors, I wouldn't drink liquor because, back in my days when I did drink liquor, I would have a lot of confrontations, arguments, fights and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I, stopped doing. I stopped drinking hard liquor, And like I said, I was just drinking beer and everything else. So when I came into the truth, all I would drink was wine. Okay, but I'm gonna get to the basis of this testimony. But let me grab another precept. Okay, because you don't want to. And in Salaki, if you get to the point what I just read right here, 1 Ezra chapter 3, verse 23, but when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done, because that's the issue, man. That means you have a drinking problem, man. When you get so damn intoxicated that you don't even remember what you're saying, what you're doing, and then afterwards, when you sober up, you don't know what you've done. That's a problem. That's a heavy problem. Okay, you should not be drinking if you come to that realization, man. If brothers is telling you like, look, man, this is what you did, we're not having that shit. You're suspended, yada 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 yada, whatever the case may be. That's a real issue, man. Okay, because in this truth, man, we have to be blameless, man. Okay, we have to be blameless in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and we're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to, be compassionate and truthful and considerate of one another, man. Okay, this is a body, man, and one person in that body all jacked up and having demons or a messed up mentality that messes with the whole body, the whole structure, man. Okay, this is the book of Philippians chapter 2, verse 15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke. Now, it's going to be kind of hard because everybody's been, from, what I've been told by, brothers in their situations and stuff, even myself, speaking on certain things, I've been rebuked. And that actually, sharpens you. It actually makes you acknowledge things. And also, too, you should be examining other things so you don't slip up and have to be re-rebuked for something that you couldn't catch and, to take heed to and fix, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke. Okay, so we, of course, we in this wicked, corruptible flesh, we're going to, do things that's going to make us fall, but, we have to get back up and learn from them and, repent and take heed and not go through those things again. So in this drinking aspect, man, again, if you have an issue, with if your mentality and your attitude changes when you drink, again, just because you don't drink around brothers, or you say I'm not going to drink around brothers, then you have a problem, man. If you can't have somewhat, because drinking does kind of changes your mood. Let's say that changes your mood, but you still should be able to know what the hell you're doing, know what you're saying, and everything, man. It should not change how you feel about somebody, how you feel about certain things, whatever the case may be. You should still somewhat be the same person, just having some wine, man, or a hard drink, whatever you drink. Okay, because we got to be blameless, man, especially in the brotherhood and towards the brothers, man. You shouldn't, have a different attitude, a different personality when you're drinking. Brothers don't want to be around you when you're drinking and everything else. And the reason why I'm, speaking on this and bringing forth this a testimony towards this, because, I would drink with the brothers, when we'd have get-togethers or celebrate the high holy days and stuff like that. And just I spoke on this last year when it happened, but I'm speaking on it again. We were celebrating, I believe, Hanukkah around this time last year, which is about to come up, and we had a few brothers come from out of town and stuff like that. And like I said, I don't drink hard liquor. I don't drink the strong liquor. I just drink wine. So that night I decided to drink tequila. And when I drink, I'm which I already am. I'm pretty much basically quiet when I'm around brothers. I talk here and there, but I'm mostly quiet doing it most of the times. I'm not, I know this may be hard to believe for some, but I'm not that very vocal around everybody. I'm pretty much very quiet. But, when I drink, I'll talk more, be very considerate, just a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not too much different. I'm just, a little bit more vocal, you know, comfortable and more, joking around and, having fun, making, trying to make brothers smile and everything else. I have a cheerful spirit. Let's say that I have a very cheerful spirit. But as far as like being disrespectful and saying shit that I shouldn't say and offending brothers, I don't do stuff like that. So I know how to control myself when I drink and, what to say and what not to say and what not to do. I know how to, be respectful. Okay. But the reason why I'm saying this, Philippians chapter 2, verse 15, again, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High without rebuke. Now, in this aspect, I wasn't blameless in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because again, like I said, I don't drink hard liquor, but for some odd reason that night, which I believe a demon hopped on me and made me drink hard liquor. And then, like I stated, once I got in my vehicle, which was a stupid ass move, I should have stayed, whether it be for 2 or 3 hours and, had some water and everything else and just, got myself together before I left. But I left and, I was driving and my foot was heavy. So, I'm driving and everything else and I'm on the highway and then, my tire explodes and it explodes so bad that I had to, get a new bumper, headlight, all that stuff. And, headlights. So basically I could have, the car could have flipped over, anything could have happened, and then on top of that, with all that happening and everything else, because again, man, I'm embarrassed about this. I'm ashamed about this because the Lord sat right there and saw me do all this, man. So the Lord basically rebuked me for being stupid and doing what I did, man. Because you have to think, we're grown ass men. If you know me, myself, personally, like I said, I was drinking strong drink that night when I don't drink strong drink. And secondly, my black ass should not have left and went out and drove like that. Okay. So with that being said, that happened and I'm on the side of the road. I'm intoxicated, and all that and everything else, throwing up and shit. Just embarrassing, man. This shit is embarrassing, man. Like, this is embarrassing to me. Even I was the only one there, but the Lord still saw all this, man. Once I thought about this the next morning, because I'm thinking about why it's happening. And I'm trying to, log into my, insurance app. I couldn't even have the damn thought how to log into my insurance app to have to, to get my free the tow truck to get my car towed. Because I couldn't do nothing at that point. I was done. And I couldn't even do that, so I had to call a damn tow truck service and pay money when I already had free service on my insurance app. So the Lord, I got rebuked. The Lord made me come out of my pocket when I had it, And so, from that point on, I told myself, you know what, man, I understand why, the Lord had me reflect on this when I first came into truth. And, I did something that I shouldn't have did. And basically, I had told myself and the brothers that, I will not be drinking and no get-togethers, no high holy days. And I said, if I'm going to drink, I'm just going to drink in my house. And I made that, and that was a vow I made to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So I must keep that vow. The only way I will drink with the brothers is if I'm with somebody else and they're driving, and also if that person has not drunk. That's the only way. But other than that, I'm drinking at home. Okay? But Salaki, I had to get that out. Let's grab this next precept. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 29. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest, because, again, when you got that drink in you, again, some people are a different person. They don't know how to take heed of what they saying. They just, again, they get that liquid courage, to say what they want to say, to talk how they really feel. Because, again, if you don't have any capability of controlling yourself in the right way, then you shouldn't be drinking. It's something that you really need to examine about yourself. And, furthermore, fast, pray, and get those demons up off you, man. And really sit right there and weigh the matter, man, correctly, man. Because, again, what had happened to me, that could have been my last day breathing, man. But Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai had mercy on me. He rebuked me. He corrected me and also made me spend some money to get my car when I had a free tow service with my insurance to get to the crib. Because again, I was intoxicated. I was done. I could have changed my my tire myself, but I was just done. I couldn't do nothing. Throwing up and shit. Everything else, man. And the service that I paid to get the tow truck for, that shit wasn't cheap. That shit wasn't cheap. I really sat back and thought. Really sat back and thought, because when I woke up in the morning, man, and then saw what I paid come out of my bank account, I was pissed. But I can only be pissed at myself, man. So I took heed to the lesson and the rebuke that Yahweh Shem Shah gave me, man. So again, Sirach 1 verse 29, be not an hypocrite in the sight of men. Okay, so I can't, I'm trying to tell you brothers, man. Because this might be something that might happen to you, brothers that can control their drink and everything else, but might drink too much and drive home, and this might happen to you, but you might not be lucky, man. So this might be your wake-up call for you to say, hey, you know what? If that happened to that brother, and this and that, maybe I need to take heed myself, okay? Because it's not worth it, man. And take good heed without speaking. So we have to watch how we speak, man. And that's even when you sober, man. Okay? Period. Because again, we want to be doing what's well pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and us being drunkards, and being everywhere and not controlling your liquor and just saying however you feel and offending brothers and everything else. That's not a good look, man. You all up in brothers' faces and shit, talking shit about this brother, that brother, whatever the case may be, man. You got that liquid courage, man. What is that? So like in Colossians chapter 1, verse 10, that ye might walk worthy of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai unto all pleasing. So we have to walk worthy in every single aspect of our lives. Okay? In the truth, in the world, man. And especially, man, when you amongst brothers, we have, as I just read in Sirach chapter 1, verse 29, we got to watch what we speak and how we speak it and what we say to one another, man. Okay. And of course, every brother's not going to get along, and you may not like something about a brother, whatever the case may be. Okay. But trust and believe the Lord's looking at you for whatever reason it is, man. Even myself, man, because I've talked to brothers that said, certain stuff and everything else, but they had to examine themselves, and me, myself, too, had to examine myself, too. So it's something that we have to meditate upon, to cleanse our minds more and more in our spirit, man. Okay, because we have to do everything that's pleasing to the Lord, and the Lord told us, man, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach told us that we're supposed to love one another, man. So you shouldn't have no ill will towards no brother, man. Especially if that brother has done nothing to you, man. Maybe, again, it can either be a demon on you, to be envious or hateful towards that brother, whatever the case may be, or maybe the brother did something back to you in a past life that your spirit hasn't gotten over with, or it just be anything, whatever it is, man. Just pray to the Lord and ask the Lord to take that spirit from you, man. Colossians 1 verse 10, that ye might walk worthy of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work. Okay, being fruitful in every good work. Okay, so it's best off for you. Hopefully you're the same person when you're drinking, and you're not, this nigga that everybody wants to get away from, and don't want to invite to the get-togethers. Okay, so like the get-togethers when brothers, want to do something and have a little bit of fun, whatever the case may be, and they don't want to invite you because you act belligerent. You just be running your damn mouth and doing this and doing that, and brothers don't want to be involved with you, man. And it's gonna come to the point, brother just gonna get you out of the whole body, period, man. So we have to be fruitful with every good work, man. Taking heed to everything that we do. and increasing in the knowledge of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So with us increasing in this knowledge, man, it should be applied to every single aspect and avenue of our life, man. Okay? So let's close out here. So points made. This is the book of Sirach, 31. I'm going to start off at verse 27. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. Okay, yeah, and again, those are the brothers that actually, are the same person, but, cheerful and, ain't going to, just spew no madness out of their mouth, know how to control themselves when they drink, they don't go overboard, they know their limits, Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad, and that's the truth, man. It's made to make men cheerful. Okay, it also says in the book of Proverbs. Matter of fact, let's grab this. Hold that. Proverbs. I think that's Proverbs 31, if I'm not mistaken. Proverbs 31, starting off at verse 5. Verse 4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Okay, but in this aspect, again, that goes to men that can't handle their drink, that has a different spirit on them when they drink. The law of brotherly love and, how to treat one another and how to conduct yourself amongst your brothers and amongst, in the world in general and everything else, man. The law just goes out the window, man. You just back into a nigga mentality, man. Okay, you afflict, offend, show your ass. Again, getting the fights and shit and cussing brothers out. All types of madness, man. Verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be heavy hearts. So like wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. And shit, me, I know personally, my heart is heavy in this captivity, man. It's vexing. But I'm not to the point, and I don't want Ratazah, I don't get to that point that I'm, belligerent, unstable, uncontrollable, just ready to perish and, just can't handle, my drink. It's not to that point. And I don't want Ratazah, I don't get to that point. But we must remember these things, man. That's why we have the scriptures to edify us and teach us and, give us the instructions on what not to do. Okay. Verse 7, let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. Because, that's part of it, man. Why do you think you got a lot of Gadites, drinking a strong drink, man? You got a lot of Gadites in those reservations is drinking that strong drink, man, to forget that poverty and to remember their misery, man. Okay, but we have the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, where we're able to endure, able to suffer patiently, okay? Because we meditate upon the scriptures and it always brings us right back to life, man. So, Lord willing, myself and every other brother don't get to these points, where they feel like they want to perish from and just continue to drink, man. To drink their life away, okay? Because, again, Sirach 31 is supposed to be doing this for us. Sirach 31, verse 27, wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. Okay, and me, myself, personally, I don't drink throughout the week. I'll have a couple of glasses of wine on Friday, and then after camp, when I come home and eat my dinner, I have a couple of glasses of wine on Saturday. Okay, and I can't, and obviously too, I can't do a lot of drinking with me, doing certain things like working out and the intake of food and how I intake food and everything else. It'll affect those things that I'm doing. So, I don't drink. I drink moderately, as it says in the scripture. Okay. What life is then to a man that is without wine? for it was made to make man glad. Okay? So, it's nothing wrong with, me, myself personally, I come home on those days, Friday and Saturday, I'm watching camp lessons, man, sipping some wine, man. And then, depending on the time, I might, watch a movie and, have my glass of wine, Verse 28, wine measurably drunk and in season bringeth gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. And this is for the ones that are stable, the ones that don't change, the ones that know how to control themselves, the ones that have words be right on my daggone tongue, man. Be right on the tip of my tongue. If it comes to me, I'll say it. Salakia. Verse 29. But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind, with brawling and quarreling. And those are the ones that, go overboard. Want to have a too much of a good time, that can't control themselves, that don't know their limits, that become a different person, man. Okay, that bring forth affliction, man, confliction, and just unnecessary matters, man. Verse 30, drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool. And we see that, man. You saw that in the video right now. This Jake drunk as hell. This is a beautiful example of how not to be, man. Okay? Till he offend. Okay, and again, you'll offend brothers and say things that you shouldn't say. And then again, what do they say in the world? When you drink, your true feelings come out, man. So, again, also, too, that liquid courage. Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminish strength and maketh wounds. Okay? And you wonder why when you wake up in the morning, you all sore and fucked up because somebody done whooped your ass. But yeah, man, I'm going to leave it right there, man. This was just a real quick testimony with a few scriptures to, hopefully you can apply to your walk. It's just a few that I, apply to myself in every aspect, man, especially in when it comes to drinking, man. And you got to take heed to when the Most High is giving you these signs, these signals, and bringing forth things for you to examine and really take heed to and acknowledge, man, and don't wait till for the Most High to rebuke you and make an example out of you for you not noticing what he's trying to correct you on. So I don't want to rot the Zah, hoping I pray that this is edifying and uplifting and informative to the true sincere Aki and Akwaf. So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Halayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Radash, Watha Wada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Radash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Out of one, Ratazah, until the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.
Intoxicated, driving one under the influence of alcoholic beverages, model glue.
I refuse to answer any question on the grounds that they may incriminate me.
Or urine test or both.